we're in the fourth quarter now, right? Getting to the end of 2023. And it's been such an interesting year. Like so much happened in 2022. And then 2023, just kind of everybody was sort of sitting on their hands, just kind of frozen. What we're now seeing, though, is some of the more forward-looking organizations are really mobilizing to move ahead. And you've been crazy coaching like the last couple of months. And I thought it would be just fun to sort of, what are you hearing? What are people saying? What's on their minds these days?
It's really fascinating. It's been a really interesting year, and coming into the year, like a lot of industries, our industry was on fire. I mean, we frequently had conversations about how we're gonna deal with all these customers knocking down our door, and all of a sudden people were like, well, we don't really know what's going on. And that's the theme around a lot of the coaching and advisory work that I've been doing throughout the summer and into the fall, is this uncertainty. Like, I don't know where the world's going. So let's talk about just decarbonization, right? So it seems like everybody that I'm dealing with on the advisory side, and we're dealing with on Valize, is in some way trying to figure that out. So, one of our clients is in the electrical distribution business. So you think, well, how great is that? I mean, everybody's got to use electricity. You're going to get to sell a lot more product. Well, you got to build a lot more power lines. You've got to have distribution systems. You've got to go raise capital for that. And the cost of capital is, more than doubled in the last 12 to 18 months. So it's a massive project to figure out how you're going to raise all this capital. Then you have all the efficiency issues around that. We have another client that's in the construction materials business, and they have the same issues around capital. Now the construction business has been on fire, went through this crazy slowdown this spring, and at least the commercial side of it's coming back rather nicely, but they have the same cost issues around how prices have moved, how cost of capital moves for their business and their customers. Other customers in the commercial real estate business some of these projects have just completely stopped. Now the other side of that coin is, where am I going to go? Where's the world going? And this whole thing about artificial intelligence, and let's not get into like what it really means, but over the long term, how technology impacts your business is going to be a really big deal. And one of our associates, Chandler, is one of the leading thinkers in this space, and we're thinking a lot about this, how it works in the real world. But a lot about uncertainty, a lot about where to invest, how do I invest. And then the final one, which is the most important, is like the war for talent. How people think about their job, their career is radically changed, because virtually everyone to some degree is working from home, working remotely. Talent is much more fungible, if you will, from the talent's perspective. I can work here or I can work there because I'm working from my living room, or I have a lot of options. So how leaders manage their talent and how they invest their talent is always a big topic.